Welcome to Chamber Exchange, a TV show. My name is Tim Murray, President and CEO of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. And Chamber Exchange is a TV show, is an opportunity for us to bring on guests and members of the Chamber to talk about issues of economic development here in central Massachusetts. I want to thank Bank Hometown for being our sponsor, along with St. Vincent Hospital, which has joined us this year in making the show happen. And perfect timing, we are in the playoff push for the Worcester Railers ECHL hockey team, and we're happy to have with us the Chief Operating Officer of the Worcester Railers, Mike Myers. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So a busy guy as we tape the show. We've got 12 games left. As per usual, the Railers are fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, I mean, our division is always, it's historically very, very tight. So, and this year's no different. So, yeah, it's a dogfight with 4 different teams fighting for the last couple spots, and yeah, it's going to go down to the wire as it does every year.
Yeah, a few weeks back on a Saturday night, we had Chamber Appreciation Night. We had 500-600 members took advantage of our partnership with the Railers and saw a great game. Except for the fact you want more wins,
yeah.
And would like to maybe have a smooth glide into the playoffs. How overall has the season gone today?
It's been one of those seasons where, depending on which segment of the season you look at, from the on ice, we've had some highs and lows. Some injuries and things that are out of our control,
Anthony
and call-ups.
Yeah,
losing our captain, Anthony Rapace.
Broken jaw.
He got a broken jaw, and hopefully we get him back for the playoffs. But yeah, overall, I mean, we've got a great group of guys. They great locker room. As you know, that's the key to whether it's a business or a team. Great camaraderie. They fight for each other. But we had Blake Jenkins sign a one-way deal up in the AHL with Hartford, the Rangers affiliate, and we wish him the best. But he's a lot of offensive productivity that we're looking to backfill. So right now it's really gathering some new pieces and getting some free agent signings from the college ranks. So it's been a busy last 4 or 6 weeks even.
Yeah, and first year of coach and general manager Jordan LaValle Smotherman.
Yeah,
he went from playing last year. Now he's
his
second
year coaching.
That's
Yeah.
Right. And so again, kind of trying to figure it out and get the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, he's really done a great job as far as adapting from the player to coaching and general managing. And I think there's been a learning curve in all facets. But he and our assistant coach Bob Delaney have been 2 of the hardest working coaches I've ever seen between video instruction, development. They really do a great job with the guys, and the guys really do appreciate it. It's a place, it's become a place where agents want to send their players. They know they're going to get taken care of. The amenities here are top notch. The organization takes care of the guys, and that's from top to bottom, but really the coaching staff and our athletic staff really do a great job of, treating them well, but also pushing them and trying to find ways to get the most out of them, become the best player they can be.
Yeah, and it's a challenge. Again, ECHL is minor league hockey. You have an affiliation with the New York Islanders primarily.
Yeah.
And so players, if they're doing well, they get called up. That leaves a gap.
It does.
But it's also an opportunity for other players. And we see with the Boston Bruins, an ECHL player worked his way up and is getting some good time. So this they go up and down AHL to an NHL.
Yeah. So it's again, any development league, any minor league, it doesn't matter what sport. You wish the guys well. You want them to play well. I made a joke. Blake Jenkins earlier in January had back-to-back hat tricks. And I said, I think we should put him on the IR for a little bit, cool him down. And sure enough, 3 weeks later, he got his one-way deal. Yeah, and so again, you want to get these guys. I mean, the process is to develop them, get them to their top level, really teach them how to be a professional athlete, both on and off the ice, between community involvement, working with sponsors, to just our fan base in general and how they interact. A lot of these guys are very young, so they come either before college, straight out of juniors, or You get a college guy that's just sort of in the real world for the first time. So a lot of it is not just the on-ice development, but it's really developing them as people. And I feel like we have a really good
Well, their first real,
job.
for many of them, first real job out of
Yeah.
college, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you're a pro.
And it's been their dream since they were little. So this is something that they're getting closer to their ultimate dream, and our coaching staff does a great job of really showing them what it takes to get to the next level as a player, and I couldn't ask any more out of them from that standpoint.
Yeah, and you talked first-class organization. Well, Cliff Rucker, he's going to do
Yeah.
that, and for the players, not only the ability to play at the DCU, but also the practice at the Fidelity Bank Worcester Ice Center.
Yeah.
So you've really got some amenities and
Yeah.
in a city with a lot to offer.
Yeah, I think that's one of the, I don't want to say surprising things necessarily, because it's not as much a surprise anymore, but I think a lot of guys get here and may have a preconceived notion of maybe Worcester or the ECHL, and they get here and they're like, wow. The DCU Center with the improvements that have been made over the past several years, but the newest one being the most visible from a fan perspective, but also from a visual from the players.
The new seats?
Yeah, just the new seats, something I've been praying for a long time. So that in and of itself, having those facilities, the Fidelity Bank Worcester Ice Center is obviously, as far as a practice facility, probably it ranks in the top in the league. So, we're very fortunate to have an owner like Cliff that had the foresight to really dig in and make that investment.
Yeah.
So,
And while you compete and fight for a playoff spot, a lot of the typical kind of railer events, you do during the course of the year. There's
Yeah.
Military Appreciation Night. You
Yep.
do the different shirts with the Worcester Red Sox, other
Yep.
teams. Those teams promotions will all seem
They
to draw good crowds and get people excited to come down.
yeah, no, I mean the crowds, historically in the second half of the season do a lot better, but this year has been great. We've had 4 of our last 5 Saturdays have been sellouts. We just had our St. Patty's Day specialty jerseys, and the guys, you saw them at the parade.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah, we got to debut them out in the
Modeled after the
back of the
Toronto
truck.
St. Patrick's. Before they were
Correct.
the Toronto Maple Leafs, they were the
Yep.
Toronto St. Patrick's, right?
It's been a long time. I've wanted to do a vintage color jersey, and that was one of my favorite, historic vintage jerseys. So we did a little bit of off-white, did St. Railers, and in a Celtic font. So those were really well received. Everybody enjoyed it. Great crowd, great spirit, and like I said, we were able to debut it at the parade the other day.
Right. So mentioned, usually second half of the season, bigger crowds,
Yep.
also that playoff push. How can people learn about tickets or learn about what games remain?
Yeah, I mean, our social platforms, but also railershc.com is the best way. Our website has all the information, whether it be promotional, upcoming promotional games like Military Appreciation Nights on March 30th, and also our playoff push and how to get tickets. We've had a great surge of interest in season tickets. We've sold more season tickets, new season tickets this year than any other year prior.
Great.
So
Great.
we have a big swell of support.
So we just got a minute left.
Oh, yeah.
I want to breaking news. You've signed some players.
Yeah, we've signed a couple players. They're in town already, and I've had a couple practices. So CJ Regula, good defenseman from RPI, yeah, and we got another RPI guy, Austin Heidemann, who played on Wednesday night, and all these guys will be making their debuts this weekend. But Michael Gildon from Ohio State, and we'll be signing Mason Klee from Ohio State as well. And we're going to bring in a local guy. As we head towards the playoffs, we're going to add in a goaltender, so close to my heart, and get him down for the weekend. But Jason Grande from Holy Cross will be for joining us.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Myers, Chief Operating Officer from the Worcester Railers, thank you for joining us, and good luck with the final push.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good. We're going to come right back for our next segment.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely. with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.
Worcester, a city with heart, history, and promise. A hub of innovation in life sciences, education, and healthcare. Home to multi-generational families, first-generation citizens, and next-generation baseball and hockey greats. Home to great parks, world-class museums, theaters, and restaurants. Worcester, the place to visit, to invest, and to call home.